What's going on YouTube? Is your boy Raw back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support on the road to 25K subs by the end of the year. Like the music that you hear, click the links. They are in the description. Alright, so I came across this while I was on TikTok, and I actually posted a TikTok today, believe it or not. Well, once y'all see this video, it would have been yesterday. However, I came across this, and this reminded me, and I'm not sure if this is the same guy, but I remember Kevin Samuels before he passed. He said on one of his podcasts that he knew a teacher that was um, having classes about black men, and what he noticed was that women of other races were coming to that class to understand black men because they were either dating black men or they wanted to date black men. All right. Now, I'm not sure if this is the same teacher, but man, it's a pretty good chance it probably is, man, because the story literally sounds the same. All right. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
I think there was one live where I heard you say one of your initial classes, one of the first classes you had, you noticed that it was predominantly non-black women who were going in there studying black men.
I started teaching a black male course because it was needed. I'm looking at these young brothers who were getting accepted, and a lot of them were, dropping out. A lot of them really didn't have any support structure on how to navigate college. So I created this class alongside a student group for black males, and began to implement that. And early on, what I found was I had more black women than men, which, numerically is no surprise. That tends to be the case anyway, as far as the enrollment in school. My initial training in my doctorate was as a feminist. I hadn't dealt with gender prior to my doctorate. So I came in with that framework. The only way I knew how to deal with gender was through kind of what she taught me. So I'm teaching this black male class using this approach I got in grad school, and I'm watching the numbers of black males dwindle. I'm seeing the black males in my class looking at the ground, just kind of disconnected. And I'm seeing the women more and more excited. And what I realized was that it was becoming a class where the young ladies were using me to finger wag at the men. So when I started to...
Wait a minute, what the hell?
Bro, this is perfect. This is perfect, bro. This is perfect. This is exactly what I'm talking about, you guys. Bro, I talk about this all the time, bro. Tell women what they wanna hear, bro. And you good. Bro, this man literally just told on y'all. Y'all heard what that man just said. He said what I noticed is that I was using this effing approach, and I started seeing less and less guys come in the room, more and more women, and they were all excited because you were telling them what they wanted to hear. You weren't telling them the truth. You might have thought you were telling them the truth because a woman told you to approach the situation like that. See what I mean? You want to talk about manipulation, man.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
I want to hear what he had. I want to hear what he got to say though. Cause you noticed he said he switched it up at some point.
So when I started to actually ask the men what their perspectives were, and I started to kind of change the narrative, and after a couple of years, I noticed the number of black women dropped dramatically. The number of black males started to increase. Within the next couple of years after that, I noticed I started to get this population of white women.
Yeah.
I don't know why they were there. And when I began to kind of ask them, in the hallways, under the, why are you taking this class? And I started to find, oh, well, my boyfriend is, and I want to understand him and his family, or, I'm trying to date some of the men on the basketball team or football team or whatever, but I don't understand them. So they were doing research. They're getting A's. It's a weird thing where I got to give A+ to white women in a class on black males because they are handling all the homework assignments and reading everything to a T. They're asking me about the citations that were made by the author. I'm I'm like, good Lord. But they were serious. And I would say, you know, another 3 or 4 years after that, I noticed the population shifted from, you know, white women to Latina. And the Latinas were coming in with the same kind of intensity, the same kind of questions, the same motivation.
You're literally telling me that you had a class.
So basically what you're saying is that the black women took that class specifically for self-validation and to make themselves feel better, and pretty much use you as a conduit to try to spread this victimhood mentality that they have, and you know, acting like everything is man's fault, not caring about the male perspective or plight. But then once you started to flip the narrative, kind of like Kevin Samuels did,
You can't make this shit up.
now all of a sudden it's a problem. Now all of a sudden y'all don't want to take this class anymore. But guess what, ladies? Black men are the second most race of men desired on the planet. So guess who started showing up to these classes? White women, Latin women. I wouldn't be surprised if a couple Asian and Indian women probably squeezed in there somehow, some way. I'm like, I don't understand why our own women try to act like other women don't want us. Y'all know they do. The reason why y'all get upset is because y'all can't date outside of y'all race at the same rate that men can, because of this ugly stigma that y'all got on y'all of having these nasty ass attitudes and not being feminine. But y'all will turn around and blame that on men too, like we could control what the fuck you do. Let's keep it moving.
You're literally telling me that you had a class that was dedicated to black men, where black women have an opportunity to study their men, understand what they're going through, understand how to relate to them better. And instead of us doing that, you have other women of other ethnic groups, other races going in, taking notes, using that as ammo to get the quote unquote best men out there. So it's like, how can you compete with that? This is based upon what you just said. It's like, this is why they are winning our men. If that is such a big complaint, this is why these other women, white women, Latinas, Asians, this is why they are winning or stealing, however you want to put it, our men, because they're actually interested in their interest. I think there's.
Ain't that sad? And Chaz, just for the record, they can't compete with that. That's why all they do is shame us. That's why all they do is shame you. Anybody that says they're getting a passport or got a passport or says I'm going here, I'm going there. Hey guys, if you're tired of this getting a passport, they're shaming you for it. Why? Because they can't compete with the women in these other countries, because these women in the other countries hold traditional values and the women over here no longer do. However, the women over here still hold men to a traditional standard.
Get the French toast out of here.
And not only that, they actually want you to take some of the load off of their plate that they would traditionally do.
Bruh.
And still hold you to your traditional standard. Like, y'all saw that video I just did the other day of the woman over here saying, that very first clip where those two ladies looking single as French toast, complaining about having to work and come home and cook. Like, and I literally just got finished recording the testimonial of a man who said he grew up just like me, where the woman had the mom had her own career, but she still came home and cooked and everything. So at the end of the day, it's the culture. Sorry, not sorry. Black American women, a lot of y'all are lazy. It is what it is, man. Proof is in the pudding. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this one, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification where y'all know what I'm uploading. And hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.